Hi guys, it's Elisa, and I'm here today with another request that I received on Instagram today from someone who I'm going to keep anonymous. The topic is basically my ex fell in love with someone else. What do I do? And I guess I'll start by saying there's nothing really that you can do, but I'm going to read the situation and keep it anonymous and then let you know what I think. So, my ex of 4 years, this is a guy by the way, my ex of 4 years left me for another guy, and now she's already in love with him. I'm going through the worst pain of my life right now. She's told me that she loves me and can't live without me, and she went and left me just like that. I'm her first love and she's mine, and I don't understand it. I gave everything for that girl. How could she hurt me like that and at the same time not even care? I also found out that while she was in a relationship with me, she was talking to another guy that I never knew about. She's in law school in D.C. We both live in New York, but she's in law school in D.C. The guy that she's with right now is in law school with her in D.C. How can she allow herself to fall for him while she was with me? I never thought in a million years that she would ever would ever do that to me. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. It's been 5 months now since she left me for him, and I still feel like crap. Part of me still wants her back because I love her, even after everything that she did to me. I stopped talking to her a while ago. I'm just heartbroken. It's hard for me to sleep. She's constantly on my mind. I know that she's not even thinking about me. I would love your feedback. So basically, this situation is very, very complicated because there's like a war going on inside of you, I imagine. It's like your heart versus your head. You know, your head is saying, I need to move on, I need to let you go, I need to be okay, I need to forget about you just like you forgot about me. And then your heart is saying, no, like, don't let go of this person. And I realize that, like, you want to listen to your heart, but at the same time, look at her heart. Just because your heart didn't change doesn't mean that hers didn't either. She clearly had a change of heart, and honestly, it is super, super easy for girls to fall in love with new people. When guys fall in love with new people, they don't forget about their old relationship. They just kind of cake it on top. Like, this is an ex-girlfriend. He just dates someone new, and then dates someone new, and like there's just a pile of girls that he still cares about and still thinks about and probably still loves. But when a girl moves on, she gets a new guy, and that one's gone. She gets a new guy, and that one's gone. She completely forgets about the previous guys when she starts dating. And honestly, I don't want to be blunt, but it sounds like she fell out of love with you. I realize 4 years is a really long time to be with someone, but just because she was your first love and you were hers doesn't mean that you guys will be each other's last loves. Believe me, I had a first love. I was my ex's first love, but that doesn't mean that we're meant to be each other's last loves. I cannot talk. You know, there's a reason why, like, you fall in love over and over and over. Like, the average person has, I think, 4 significant heartbreaks, and the average person dates about 30 people by the time that they're dead. And this is just one of those people. And that sounds like super brutal, but honestly, like, she went to law school all the way in D.C., and that's pretty far away, and that's a pretty big deal. Like, law school is a really big deal. She's clearly trying to move on with her life, and I don't know how to word this. I know she says that she loves you, but it's not the kind of love that keeps couples together. It's the kind of love where it's like, hey, we were just together for 4 years. I love you. Like, it's the kind of love that stays friends. You know, like, I'm not in love with my ex anymore, but I still have love for him because I spent so much of my life with him. It's the same way with her. She is not in love with you anymore, but she still loves you. So when she says that she loves you, don't take it to be like, oh, she still loves me. Like, no, it's not that kind of love. And I'm really sorry to, like, be the bearer of bad news, but girls fall for guys based on a couple traits, and those traits are compassion, integrity, like, kindness, understanding. Like, if another guy comes along and gives her those traits, she's gonna fall for him. And you know, girls only want a couple things. I know that you're probably thinking, well, I gave her all those things. Well, sometimes it's just not enough, and it's nothing against you personally. Sometimes it just doesn't work out no matter how bad we want it to. And I promise, if we could control who we were with, then everybody would be with their favorite person. But stuff doesn't work out, and probably, like, God is probably keeping you away from her because he has something better for you. And I don't know your religious standpoint, but that's just how I'm looking at my situation. Like, God is saving someone really good for you, and in order to appreciate the best person that's coming, you have to go through the rejection that you're going through now. So I'm going to read your situation again, like, in my head, and see if there's anything else I'm missing. Okay, so the fact that she left you for another guy shows you that she fell out of love with you. I don't want to say, you said while y'all were in a relationship together, she was talking to the other guy. That's kind of cheating. That's basically cheating. She was mentally cheating, and that's the same thing as physically cheating, in my opinion. So that's when she fell out of love with you. You just didn't have what it took to make her happy anymore. I know that's like really sad and really depressing, but that happens all the time. Like, girls fall out of love, and there's nothing that you can do about it. All you can do is just embrace the pain. The whole first love thing, I already covered that. Just because y'all are each other's first love doesn't mean that you're meant to be together. It just means that you were there for the experience. My aunt and uncle were together for 36 years. They woke up one morning, and he turned over to her in bed, and he said, I want a divorce. The house is on the market. You have 30 days to get your stuff out. So 30-something years, like, that, they were each other's, like, first loves, of course, just like you had yours and I had mine, but they're not each other's last loves, and I promise it hurts like hell, but time will eventually bring that healing, and it's going to be a long, long time, especially if it's been 5 months and you still feel like this. But remember that 5 months is still really soon, especially for 4 years. Like, you're supposed to be hurting right now, and you're supposed to be feeling whatever you're feeling. This is the point that I wanted to comment on. You said, how can she allow herself to fall for him while she was with me? It wasn't her decision to. You can't help who you fall for. Otherwise, you could take yourself out of love with her. If we could control our feelings, believe me, we would. Like, I would be over my ex like that if I wanted to. You would be over your ex like that if you wanted to. She couldn't control. She didn't say, okay, I'm going to fall for this guy. It just happened. She just fell for him. And that doesn't mean that you did something wrong. It just means that you guys weren't meant to be together. It just means that you guys were right for each other for those 4 years that you were together. Like, y'all were meant to be together for 4 years. Like, that time of your life, God planned for y'all to date. Like, when God was writing the storybook of your life, he said from 2012 to 2016, this boy and this girl are gonna date, and then 2017 they're gonna break up and find new people. Like, this is all a part of a grand scheme, and you're gonna figure out why, and you're gonna see the reason behind all of this. I know you still feel like crap. I know you still want her back. I know it's hard for you to sleep, but honestly, like, I can't tell you anything that you want to hear because I would just be lying to you. I can't say she's going to change her mind. The only way I see her maybe feeling guilt or regret is if the new guy breaks her heart and she comes crawling back to you because she misses the attention. But honestly, if that's what happens, drop her, because you're not a plan B. You're not a backup plan. You're not something that, like, she just runs to for cushion or, like, support. You know, like, if she says, oh my god, he just broke my heart, let's date again, you say no. Like, screw that. Like, I'm either your all or you're nothing. So you need to let her go. And I hate saying that, and I'll let you know why. Because I hate hearing that. Every time people say, you need to let him go, it drives me crazy, because they say it like it's like a button on a wall that you just click. Like, okay, beep, I'll let him go. It doesn't work like that. It's a process, and it's a very long process. But you have to trust the process. And I was actually going to get a tattoo that says trust the process, but I realized I don't think my sad self should get a tattoo because I'll regret it. So trust the process. Trust that the 4 years that you spent together were meant to be. You guys had great memories together, great times. I'm sure a lot of great things happened in those 4 years. But this is a whole new era that you're entering. And I know it seems like the end of an era, but you need to look at it as the beginning of a new era. You're single now. You are open to a whole new world, and I know that you're thinking, I don't want to date new girls, I don't want to be with new people, and you're not going to for a long time. You're not going to want to look at anybody, but you're going to have to learn how to be happy on your own before you're happy with anybody else ever again, because she made the decision for you. You know, often, like, people break up, and one of them's always, like, thinking, was that the right decision? Like, should I have done that? But no, you're kind of lucky in this case. Like, you were given an easy decision, or not an easy decision. You were given your answer. She didn't love you, so she left you, and now she's with someone new. So instead of looking at it like, oh my god, I'm, like, single, I'm so sad, you need to say, look, I got my answers. I see what kind of person she is. I see the card that life has dealt me, and now I'm gonna make the best of my new life. And you don't do that by dating new people, because it's way too soon for you to be dating new people. You need to you need to do things that grow you. And I made a video about this. I think it's called I'm Newly Single Now What. Go check it out. It's pretty good. It just talks about how you should fill this hole that you have with good things. Like, I took up martial arts after my breakup. I took up painting classes after my breakup. I started coaching my high school cheer team after my breakup. Like, I did a lot of really good things after my breakup, and it's because they pushed me and they made me a better person. So you need to do the same thing, but don't ever feel bad that you still think about her, or that you still like dream about her or cry about her, because you're going to for a long ass time. But that does not mean that you guys are meant to be together. It just means that you're still in love. But guess what? Eventually you're gonna fall out of love with her, just like she fell out of love with you. And I wish I could sit here and say she's gonna change her mind, she's gonna come back, but honestly I don't think she is, because once girls move on, we move on, and I've been saying that in every single one of my videos, and it's not going to change. Girls are so solid when it comes to relationship. Like, guys are so, like, wishy-washy, like, oh, I love her, but this other babe is really hot, or, oh, I banged this chick, but I still got feelings for this. Like, guys are so, like, wavy with their feelings sometimes, but girls are just like, yeah, I dated him, but I moved on from him now. Ooh, I got my eyes on Brad. He's hot. Like, girls are just different. So, I'm really sorry about your situation, and I do not mean to sound like an asshole or a bitch, but this is just, unfortunately, I have to be honest with you, and the sooner you accept it, the sooner you'll be okay again. And I know that just sounds really, like, superficial, I guess, like, but you have to trust me. It's something that all of us go through. You know, I understand completely, and I'm definitely here to continue to talk about it with you, but as of right now, you need to be with people. Surround yourself with good friends, with family. Don't be by yourself. Take up some things that will grow you as a person. And once she sees that you're doing fine on your own, she will miss you. I know she will. Doesn't mean she'll come back, but she will miss you, and she will eventually feel bad for what she's done. Who knows? Maybe they're just a fling and they'll burn out. And if that's the case, maybe she'll come running back, but then, you know, you already saw her true colors, so at that point, I wouldn't even know why you would want her back, because she clearly doesn't know what she wants, and she clearly is just kind of mean for lying to you and leading you on and playing your heartstrings like that. So, I just don't think she's a good person. I don't think she's worth it. I think for the 4 years y'all were together, she was worth it, but not anymore. So, this is a really specific situation. If anybody else watching this video has a situation similar, but there's some different, like, I guess, what's the word, like, different stipulations, let me know, and I'll make a customized video for you. But, that's pretty much it for this. I'm really sorry. All I can say is it sounds pretty bad, and it sounds like you don't have any choice but to move on at this point. But one day, it'll work out with someone really, really good, and it's just, you're going to understand one day why this didn't work out. And then, if that's the case, send an ex your wedding invitation and be like, look, you're the reason why this is happening, and I couldn't be more happy because now I'm in love with someone who won't leave me and who won't go behind my back. So, it'll all work out. Just give it time, and everything will be okay. And I know that's like a really common, generic thing to say, but it's true. Everything will eventually be okay. You live and you learn. It's all about cycles and going through the motions, and it'll all make sense in the big picture. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the request. If anybody else has any requests, send them in to my Instagram or Twitter, or even on YouTube. Leave one in the comments, and I will try to address it as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!